Hello, Professor Juan Lopez. My name is Andrea Escobar, and this time I'm going to be talking about the activity number 2, which is a video in which I'm going to be talking about the case that I have been developing this whole semester. To start, I'm going to be talking about these 3 aspects. The first one is account for the whole process carried out. The second one is propose the final solutions to overcome the problems. And the third one, present some conclusions about their implementations and analysis. I mentioned before, I'm going to talk a little bit about the whole process. And starting this case, I actually watched a video of Frank Tusi Talks where he's talking about the Japanese returnee middle schoolers and that they can communicate better in Japanese. So this actually makes me think about the whole educational system in Colombia. So I can see, and this is my personal opinion, that the teachers here actually are teaching English to students in Spanish. Why? And why are students having to develop boring tasks at home? So this is a problem right now because we're trying to motivate students to learn English, but I think most of the teachers are not accomplishing this objective. Okay, so that's the first part. And the second aspect says, propose the final solutions to overcome the problems. There are many solutions for this. I could say that the first one could be to prepare better the teachers when it comes to English learning, and because I can see that some teachers are not ready to teach English at school and mostly in public institutions. And another solution or possible solution for this problem is to start speaking more in English to the students. To all this mentioned before, another question emerged, and I can say, is a curriculum from all these public schools designed taking into account the necessities of the students? Maybe yes, maybe not. And as far as I can see, I don't think these curriculums were designed for all these students that seriously need a teacher who can motivate them every day to learn this language, because it takes a lot of effort, a lot of support for these students, and materials that are actually designed for their necessities as well. As we can see in this graphic bar, this is for public schools, and this one over here is for private schools. In public school, we see a lot of different, there is a huge difference. In fact, we can see the level A below is winning in this bar. And then here, if you see in the private schools, we can see that A below doesn't even exist. And we have B1, B2, A2 as the major percentages here, and this is great. So I would really like to see these same results for public schools, and why not? I think that we as teachers can make our students understand a little bit more this language through different activities, creating a better curriculum for the schools, because I think if we create a curriculum that actually gathers all the needs for the students and teachers, we can get better results in these tests. The aspect number 4 is not here in the board, but I will talk about that, and I would like to present some reflections about this whole process. And I would like to mention the fact that it's important for us as mediators to create new strategies, to start thinking out of the box. Think about, what do our students want? What do they want to learn? What do they need to learn? All these little details are very important when it comes to teaching, it comes to creating the lessons and creating the activities for our students. If we focus on what they need, on what they want, what they really need to learn, I think we can make a huge change in their whole learning process. And the aspect number 5 that says present a report about how the development of this course had contributed to the research process. you are conducting in this master program. And I think it helped me a lot. First, because we are trying to understand how institutions create their curriculum, and I think this is an important part as well when you are trying to research, when you are trying to develop a project. You need to learn what's created, what's done already, so that you can understand a little bit about the processes that have been carried out. In fact, one of the variables that I have been working with in my thesis is why teachers are learning the second language using their native language. I think this is an important variable, as I said before, and we must find a solution for this as well. This is why I have mentioned this in my case study, and actually I think with these graphics that I showed before, we can see a little bit of what is done in the classroom. I think we have to find out different strategies and different methods maybe or approaches to make these lessons different for the students in public schools as well, because I guess in private schools these students already have amazing teachers that actually get worried about what they're going to learn for the future, and we want the same for public institutions as well. And this was my video for language curriculum development, and have a good day. Thank you so much.